Hey everybody, so on my last video somebody commented about using this for other systems other than ducts, and the way that this is built allows you to do that. I don't remember if I mentioned that in the video, but I thought I would just show an example of using it on some of the different systems just to show you. And I haven't tested this with everything, so there's a good chance that if you run it, you know, with a certain element, maybe it's some sort of plumbing equipment that's connected to it, that it might not return. Now it should, as long as there's a connector manager in there that I'm pulling the elements from. We shouldn't run into any issues, but just want to put that out there if you download and use this Python node. So anyways, it's the same Python script. You can see it there. Let me try to kind of move this over. We'll start over here. Okay, so if we do select first, then last, and by the way, if you haven't watched the first one, watch the first one, but essentially what this does is it gets a path based off of a selection. So if you go from start to end, it kind of loops through and it returns the last element, or it returns the path from the start to the last element. Actually, let me make this a little bit more complicated. So this is duct. We tested this, but I'm gonna just make it a little bit more complicated. Okay. And one reason you might do this is if you're running like duct loss calcs and you want to get the start and end, you could also modify this to automatically check all the different conditions and return stuff. If you wanted to get like a pipe length of a certain selection, you could do that. And so there's numerous ways you could use this, and it's kind of up to you. But this node is pretty basic. It just loops through and returns the element. So let me make sure I've got that last one selected. Click run. Let me do this again. Okay. So now we should be able to let me pull this over. So we should be able to go through one by one, and this list should be in order. So so there's the piece of equipment, so the conduit junction box. It continues. You can see it skipped over that one. It's that, and then it's there on the last one. So that worked perfectly. Now that was for wires, so conduit, and now we've got pipes. So same thing. If I do select start, do the first, then select in, grab that, click run, we should get pipes now. And same thing, we can go through. I'll only go through part of this right after that T. So you can see there's the T, and then if we go past that, so it'll just continue on. So now let's jump over to cable tray, select first, select last, click run, and now we should have this. By the way, I did not test all of these, so I actually didn't know if it would work 100%. I assumed it would, because I have used it on pipes before, and it's all really the same. The connector manager returns elements, and then you just kind of check from there and move through the system. So you can see here, still going through it. But anyways, there's that. And then just to complete this, I'm going to do the duct as well. So I'll do select, run again, and then we've got our ducts. I'll just get past this T. So you can see it works pretty effectively. Now, there's something to keep in mind if you're using like for these types of things. Maybe it's not a big deal. It's, you know, it's going from a start to an end. But if you've got a pipe that's like closed, like it's a closed loop and it's all connected, then you may run into some issues using this function in this Python script. You probably need something that will have some other checks in it, and at some point I'm going to look into building something like that, or build it for pipes that are like closed loops. But this is mostly built, mostly tested in scenarios where you've got a duct, so you've got an air terminal and then you've got an air handling unit, and it's connected through various ducts. So it's very linear. It's just start from A, end over here on Z, and so those are the bulk of my tests. I haven't done it on very many pipes that are closed, but I do know it could run into some issues, some looping issues, could return things that are totally wrong. So there's some things you have to change in the recursive function to work with those properly. So just a heads up on that if you use this for anything related to those types of systems. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for this video. If you want to check out this script and use it, download it, you know, do anything you want with it, check out my GitHub. It is up there just with the title of the video. And if you have any problems finding it, let me know, and I'll paste it in the comments. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.